Well, good morning. We're going to do just a wee little bit of a warm-up. And it's going to be with a little chigung. We already know the basic stances. Good morning. My mentor, Chang they called Uun Surya in Indonesia. And here in the United States, we lovingly addressed him as Bill Chang. Bill Chang was not only my mentor, but probably the best friend that I've had in life. He actually saved my life. When Willem de Tours was practicing the DIMOC, delayed death touch, on his students, might near everybody was permanently injured. I was hospitalized with what they called subclavial venal thrombosis from Willem practicing his DIMOC in my armpit. But in any case, Bill Chang not only healed me, but he also taught me a whole lot of things, and not the least of which was what he called his morning breathing. And it is obviously a little bit more than just breathing, but it is important to breathe. You know, there's people who will tell you, hey, take 12 deep breaths. Other people will say, take 9. Some people say, oh, just take a few deep breaths and everything will be all right. Well, I'll tell you what. I like to do it this way. I like to breathe as I move, as Bill Chang taught me to do. And I think that a lot of people can benefit from the Bill Chang version of the art that I practice. Now, originally, I only reserved this for people who had reached Guru Muda level and were looking for somewhere else to go, something else to learn. But over the years, I've come to understand that a lot of people, and especially a lot of the people that gravitate towards the distance learning program or guru certification course, have been in martial arts for years. They have chronic injuries from practicing hardstyle martial arts, from uncaring teachers that feel that there is no gain without pain. Well, I don't believe that to be true, and I don't think that it's necessary. So I've included the Bill Chang portion at level 4 of American Kuntao Silat. The Silat portion up to level 3 remains the same as it is in Malabar, but from there, people can go in directly into the Bill Chang system that you see here. And this is familiar to a lot of people. A lot of people who've practiced the internal martial arts see a whole lot of what they do right here. And that's good. A lot of the training that you may have had in the past from Tai Chi and Xingyi and Bagua will fit in perfectly with the Bill Chang style. But the important thing that Bill always told me, and especially in combat, he said, Stephen, before you fight, you win. Which is a critically important aspect of life. I never expect to lose. I refuse to surrender. And this is perfectly in match with the American aspect of Kuntao Silat. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm not going to speak bad about Willem. But Bill Chang also said to me, Stephen, make for yourself very convenient. And this is the strategy, the martial chess that I now play. And it is because of Bill Chang. And it is very much like chess, in where you make all of your entrances, all of your attacks convenient to you, and not necessarily for your opponent or your enemy. The idea of daily practice is incredibly important, but there's even something more important, and that is constant practice. Always being aware of where you're at and what you're doing and how best to accomplish virtually anything that you're going to do in the most convenient way possible for yourself. This is a key element in the Bill Chang style of Kuntao. He didn't do Silat. He felt that that was a ignoble art. And he often admonished me for continuing study with the Detours brothers as it was an ignoble art and that I should be practicing a noble art. He says, Stephen, you should do noble Kung Fu. And okay, here it is. Everyone that wants to do it now can. Level 4 up. And even in the warm-up, you're going to find a whole lot of Bill Chang. So he permeates the Kuntao Silat system. And now it's time to let everyone know it. Here he is, my mentor, Bill Chang. Now for all of you who are in the distance learning program or the Guru certification course program, consider this as your internal, external Bill Chang form. I guess I shouldn't say external in the same breath with Bill Chang. But Yahweh bless each and every one of you. Enjoy. I should probably be horsewhipped for not starting out with a nice, easy warm-up. But, you know, I live life the way I want to. And besides, I can't find a horse anywhere. There's no horses around. There's a cat. But see, here's where you can use your stances when you're petting your animals. See, this is the perfect time to use your horse stance. And then when you pour a cat, you can use your stance. But what's important is this lower body mobility, because you're going to be hitting things with your hips. And in silat, you don't see the chigung. I mean the whiplash much. You know, you see people crashing shin to shin and stuff like that. But in the kuntao, we use the knees and the shins and the thighs even to hit with. So this lower body mobility is very important. And you can go back to your Shaolin if you want and use that as far as working your legs. And you can stretch them, you can flex them. And cats are really good to work out with because they take it so hard. But this knee flexibility, I know that we have a lot of people in the distance learning program that have knee replacements and knee problems and things like that. So you want to not overdo exercises that hurt you. And always the breathing. I'm exaggerating it now a little bit so you can hear it through the camera. But see, your movements don't have to be aggressive and hard. You can just do the flow, just the flow, nothing but the flow. You can do the stepping, nice and slow. And you don't have to go all the way down. Just go as far as is comfortable for you. And always make sure you do it on both sides. You're practicing for serpentine movement. Your whole body is a whip. So from a touch, you can deliver power. This is why we touch and hit. And the flow, just the flow. Just get used to just flowing. And you can use all of your various motions and movements and all of the turns and the drops and the lifts and everything. You can use it all. But you can just do it slow and easy. That way, your body is getting a lot of exercise and inherently stretching. You know, you're not stretching for the sake of stretching. You're stretching for the sake of becoming comfortable in your stances. And you'll notice a lot of syncopated rhythm. And one of these days, I'm going to explain why kembangin. But you need to do your kembangin. And it's always best to turn on some music when you do it, because that is somebody else's rhythm. And you can have your own. But to effectively combat, you need to be aware of your opponent's rhythm, so you know when to hit and when to move in and when to move back. Although Silat or Sarak claims not to ever move back. We do. In the greeting, you notice that we go out and we come back. There's a reason for that, although some may not agree. So, take some time in the morning to breathe. Take some time in the morning to work your hips, and work your knees, and work your shoulders, so that your body works together. And there it is, just another bit of my particular brand of BS. Yahweh bless you people.